Welcome to the Dull Edge. This is our podcast where we talk about interesting questions that you should definitely engage with us on. So my name is Shay.
And I'm Bobbi.
And today I have questions about how your brain works.
Oh my
Are you
gosh.
ready for this? I have so
Yeah.
many questions. They're all going to come together.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to know, when you are thinking, like just in your head, is it in images or words?
I think it's images. Like when I'm trying to sew something and I'm like, is this the proper order? I think about like, okay, if these go together like this, and then you flip them inside out, is this correct? Yes, that should work. It should be.
You're defining that in words, though.
No, but like in my mind, I see the things going beep boop, pop, and then they like, and then they whatever.
I love that.
I'm doing
that's better. That's
I'm doing
better.
it with my hands, just so you guys know, like to fold and whatever.
So I feel like this is a scale, because I feel like sometimes, like when you're thinking, obviously some things are going to be more imagery.
Oh, for sure,
like
for sure.
Right?
There are some that are words. That are
words.
But,
but the majority of the time, do you feel like you're thinking in images?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think in words.
Oh, freak.
Almost all the time. Almost exclusively.
Everything?
Pretty much, yeah.
Even for like physical things, when you're like, I need to go down this way and over this way.
So not when I'm following a map. So like for example, I constantly am obsessed with what direction I'm facing.
Okay.
And I almost always know, even like in parking garages or elevators, I know which direction I'm facing because I have an overlay image.
Right.
And I'm in it, like in relation to where I am.
Sure.
So yeah, that for sure is an image.
Okay, but like, what if you're like making something, like what I just said, where I'm like, okay, and you're folding the paper like this. I don't know if you make things. You probably
not sewing, but I mean like cooking or something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking in words.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you're like cilantro, thyme, bread.
Yeah.
Cook it. Microwave.
Yeah, I mean, I am
like...
capable of visualizing things. Like,
oh,
if,
sure.
if
I don't
you're
think
like,
you're like.
Yeah, no. If someone was
out.
like, I want you to think about a purple gorilla holding a black rose, I would be like, okay, yeah, that's what that looks like.
I'm gonna make a shirt of that.
Yeah, a purple gorilla wearing a black, or you holding a black rose. Okay.
My back will just be like, you think in words or whatever.
You think in words or images? T-shirt. Okay.
One day we'll have things, and it won't make sense unless you watch all of them.
You have to watch every podcast. No.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so like, I'm capable of conjuring an image in my brain. Mm-hmm. But usually it's in words.
That's so weird.
Yeah. See, we are different. So. We have things we
disagree.
We
are different. Thank goodness.
Sometimes we agree too much.
Oh,
okay. We need to argue more.
Oh,
okay. So here's the next one that's along those lines. Okay. So when you're reading a book, like, are you reading it word for word in your head? Like, you're reading it out and saying it inside your head, or are you just like allowing the image of the word to convey the meaning to your brain?
No, I'm reading the words.
Me too. Wow. I don't know how anybody else could do that.
No, I
like,
just read the words.
How could you just like image things?
I mean, like, if I think about it later, it'd be like, and they ran through the forest. Like, if I'm reading it, it'd be like, and they ran through the forest. Words. Yeah. And then whatever. But like, if I then was thinking like the murder mysteries, I'm like, okay, so this guy was doing this over here, and I like think about them stab. I don't think about people stabbing. Just so you know, I don't think about that all the time.
I do. I'm a fencer. I think about stabbing all the time.
Okay. But not like you're just like gotcha. Blood. You know, blood. You know, like whatever.
Okay. No, this is an interesting challenge for me though, because like as I'm writing in my book, I'm having to like, how do I describe an image to somebody, because that's not how I see it. I see it in words. So that's it's been fascinating.
So you have to like work it through what they're doing. Like,
yeah, I do.
Do you ever like when you're writing it out? Do you be like, "Hey, I need someone else. How would you react to this?" And be like, "You're ugly," and then you go, oh, and then you write that down.
Sometimes,
like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I needed to like have two people to be close together, not in a creepy way, but just like needed to be close. And I'm like, Ben, I need to borrow your face for a minute. And he's like, what? And I'm like, just stand there for a second. And then I like had to like, as I was looking at him, I had to
looking at
my husband.
Do you mean like at his belly button?
No, like at his face. But like, I had he was sitting down. I made him sit down.
Sorry, he's like 8 foot and Shay's like a regular 5'5", and so when she's like go to stand close, I'm like, there's no way you can look into his eyes unless he's like, and you're like craning your neck literally up to the sky.
I need to show you my wedding pictures. They're hilarious. Oh, the photographer absolutely loved it. He thought it was so funny. And there's like a million pictures of Ben's head resting on top of mine. It's really cute.
I saw. No, that's what your Facebook picture is.
Okay,
Where you're just sitting like that, and I'm like,
it's that so photographer had so much fun. Anyway. No, so I had him sit down and I had to get close to his face, and then as I'm sitting there looking at his face, the image of his face in my eyeballs, I was using words inside my own head to describe it, because I have to have the words. And it's the same when I'm reading them off the page. I have to have the words.
Yeah.
They mean more to me than what I'm seeing with my eyeballs.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that weird?
That is super weird.
I know, right?
Okay.
Like, that's bizarre. Like, I've had
That's
so
just...
many people that are like, no, I just see the images when I'm reading. And I'm like, what?
I can't do that, dude. There's a reason I like audiobooks, too. Is because then they're saying it and I can, like, imagine as they go along. But when I'm reading it, I literally have to, like,
look at
read the daggum words. I'm not literate, just so you guys know. But, like...
I 1,000% hate audiobooks.
Do you?
I do.
Oh my gosh. But I also, like, can't read while I work.
Oh, that's true.
See, if I was a stay-at-home mom, I bet you I would. Because I would love... The concept to me of, like, sitting somewhere and, like, reading sounds awesome.
I
like,
love
that
it.
would be so cool. But I just never have the time to do that.
Yeah.
Which... I sit home and play video games all the time, so I guess I do have the time. But, like...
You have to... It's not a matter of time, it's a matter of energy.
Yeah.
That's my husband and I say that to each other all the time. Do I have loads of time to do the laundry? Absolutely. Do I have the energy to do the laundry?
Oh my
Those are two different things.
True.
Oh,
true,
man.
True.
No, but yeah, I prefer the words to the images. That's really funny. I actually, so like in this book that I'm writing now, I talk about this way too much. But as I'm writing it, I actually have to like draw out like stuff so that I can see what other people see.
Draw out like
like
draw
map.
a face?
Yeah, no, like the map, or like I'll have to draw like, okay, so they did, they're going down here, and I'm like, okay, if they're going down here, I have to like draw it out and be like, okay, so then they're going to be here now when they're done, instead of just like I can't just do it with the words because I know other people aren't going to understand. I have to like figure it out.
Oh my gosh, this is why I don't write.
Oh my gosh, it's really funny. It's really funny. Okay, so with that one, we're going to ask you how you talk to yourself inside your head. Do you have an inner dialogue, or when you're having your inner dialogue, when you imagine things, are you seeing them like to yourself? Like when you're talking to yourself, are you seeing what you're saying to yourself? Or is it just, again, words, like the conversation we're having right now?
Wait,
I know that's hard.
I was like, what's the difference between this and the first one?
So the first one, there's a difference here. Okay, because like the other one is how you conceptualize the outside world, like images coming into you. But this one is you inside your inner world.
Oh, like deciding to get something at a top stock. Would I imagine going to get the ladder? Is that what you mean?
Like, no, just when you're talking to yourself.
Dude,
like,
I just
talking to yourself in your head.
Out loud to myself.
You talk out loud to yourself.
Yeah, I talk so often. Like
out loud.
Out loud.
Oh, I'd be mortified.
So often. No, like half the time, and I feel bad because like as I'm like working, I'll be like, okay, dude, I see how it is. You're just gonna be like that, huh? And like talk to the box, and like we'll be like, all right, we're gonna do this, and like I don't know. I talk out.
You're so brave.
I just feel like a loon. Half the time I'm like singing like.
No.
Aisle 38, base 7,
no.
44, 7, 44, 7, 44.
Never.
And
never.
I go down because if I don't, then I'll just walk past the aisle and be like, oh, frick, I missed it. And then I'll have to backtrack. And so this one girl, she keeps passing to me, and but like, I don't say it that loud. I'll be like, 744, 744, and like, whatever. And she'll always like, she can see my mouth moving, and she's like, what are you saying? And I'm finally was like, nothing. I'm saying nothing. I'm literally just singing where I'm going, because if I don't, I'll forget.
No.
So I literally, and she goes, okay. So like literally, it was today or yesterday, because I finally was like, stop. I'm not talking to you in the nicest way. She's fine. She's great.
Yeah.
But she saw me moving, and I was just like, walking. There's aisle base 744, base 7, and she was like, what? Never mind, I got it. And she like scooted past me, and I was like, it's fine. So I don't feel like I do inner dialogue too much, because if not, I'll run it through my head too many times, and I don't like that. So out it comes.
Wow. No, you would never catch me talking out loud to myself.
Why?
Ever. Like, ever.
Do you talk to objects, or you're like,
no.
What is? Oh, you okay?
No, I can never. Oh, like if someone heard me thinking, that would be the worst.
What the?
I cannot imagine someone hearing me thinking. Oh, that'd be so terrible. I'd be mortified.
I mean,
I don't do it when Ben's around. Like when he's around, I occasionally. I know. I will occasionally say things out loud, like my thoughts out loud, and like not to have someone hear me. I'll say them out loud. And if he's around and he hears me, I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
What's
and
wrong?
Like,
what
I
are you
don't
spitting out? You like
nothing.
cursing or like icky thoughts or?
No,
like,
I just can't imagine sharing my inner dialogue with any other human
dude,
out loud.
I feel like I have to get it out though. Like, there's so many questions that I ask people out. Like we've talked about, like at work, I'll just be like, would you stab someone in the neck like this or that?
Well, that's an outside dialogue, though.
No, but like, because I think about it and I'm like, no, I totally do it like that.
Nope.
And sometimes I'll even do the action and be like, yeah, that's right, like this.
No, if I ever say what's going on in my head out loud, it's an accident. Guaranteed. It's an accident. I would never do that. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, you're so brave.
Oh, yeah.
You're so brave.
No, I don't say it's brave. That makes me feel like a freaking weirdo.
I want to know that one I'm really serious about. I want to know what other people are doing. Like, are you just like out there talking? Like,
do you mean hear me?
No,
or like people say, like,
yeah,
do other people talk out loud?
Their inner dialogue, yeah. Are they just like spewing forth their inner dialogue as they're walking down the street? Like, who does that?
And just so we're not like I'm a loon, I don't literally walk down being like, I'm thinking about lunch right now, and I would love to eat my banana peanut butter sandwich.
No, I
don't do that, like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be like going through and I'll be like, yeah.
Oh, that's
why in the frick you gotta order 3, huh? And just pull it off the shelf.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
What
will not share. So will not share. That is for me only.
Maybe that's why my head's empty. I just don't keep any of it in.
Maybe that's why I'm crazy, because I keep it all in there. It's the loony bin inside my brain.
Spinning and spinning.
Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah,
but when I do think it is in words, though.
Well, that's
like when I'm talking
neat.
to myself, it's absolutely in words. It's like there's another person in there, but not in like a creepy way. Like just
not like I got 2 personalities.
No, I don't have 2 personalities. I'm me talking to me, just having a me conversation by myself. Yeah.
Same. Just not like that.
It's totally in words though, no images.
Oh,
no images ever, almost.
See, yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. Did I have another idea in here? I can't even remember. We got lost in the weeds on that one.
Right.
Hang on. I
feel self-conscious now. I'm like, just talk to the boxes, talk to the tape.
Nope.
Why you gotta be like?
I talk to it, but I talk to it inside my head.
See, I do not. Why? They won't hear you if you say it in your head. Why did you drop off the ladder?
I am conceptualizing the box inside my head. The box is with me inside me, and I am talking to the box inside my head.
Thanks.
Like, welcome to my inner dialogue. We're now going to have a discussion inside my head. That way no one will ever have to hear it.
And see, I'm like, nice. Don't have to get into top stock. Or whatever. It'd be like, why you gotta dump yourself over? Huh?
I love that. That's so cool.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That's awesome. I love that for you. I'm so happy for you.
I love that for you. That means, bless your heart.
No. Oh, we should do that sometime.
Gosh,
we should do that one. All the nice things people say that are not nice. Oh man. No. That's so funny that you think so differently. I mean, that I think differently. I'm sure I'm the weird one in this situation.
What do you mean it's different? Tell us who's different.
I know.
Do you talk out loud or do you not talk aloud?
Pick a side. We need you to choose.
We need to know which one of us is the weirdo. Please just type it in. Bobby weirdo, Shay weirdo.
Shay weirdo.
We don't care. We're not going to get offended. But
we need a tally here, friends.
Yeah.
We need a tally.
Please help me.
Okay, that was it. That was all my questions.
Oh my
I'm genuinely curious now, though. If that one's my favorite one. I really want to know.
I need to know because I need to know I'm not alone.
Okay. I feel like a psychologist would have a heyday with this conversation. They'd be like, "What?
Oh my gosh.
You guys are nuts." We'd be like, "Yeah, we knew that."
Why do you think we're talking right now?
No, we're having
we
a podcast.
have to get it out so then everyone goes, not them guys. You.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Anyways,
okay.
Please let us know.
Please let us know. We would really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. Please tell your friends so then they can let us know. But outside, unbiased.
Yes.
Freaking whatever the fricks.
I love it, you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.